Yeah, guys, if I can talk, but I'll be honest, I can't hear you if I'm saying anything. So if our viewers are listening as well, they get to find that this is why this is hard sometimes. It's all right. Hopefully a little bit easier to see. Got nothing plugged in yet, so. Clock ticking here in this fourth quarter with 8:15 to play. It's 47-27 as St. Mary's continuing to hang tough here. They have not relinquished the lead at this point. Shot clock expires. Elijah Porter unable to get that one to go. As the fourth quarter commences, St. Mary's, again, they haven't given it up. Whoa, there you go. There's a three-pointer. That will help make life easier. Gabriela Vasquez makes that one happen. St. Mary's actually outscored in that third quarter 17-13 as it went down. St. Ed's got a little bit there at the very end. Game still at 17 points. You know, if you're Jason Martins, I know game is feeling good, but you got to make sure you close out the next 2.5 minutes to continue to make things happen. Elijah Porter pointing out instructions. Meredith Markham with it around the arc to Kate Walla. Kate doubled up, 4 on the shot clock. Got to find something, but a foul will aid the cause. As that time Elijah was getting set to step into her shot. Didn't quite get to where she needed to be. Was working her way across. That's good patience with the offense for St. Mary's as the St. Edwards Hilltoppers go for the line change. Cunningham back out there along with Miriam Wilcher, who re-enters. Also Hernandez is back on the deck with Christina Mason. St. Mary's right now, they've got, I believe, the starting 5 minus 1 right now. Meredith Markham out there with Wilson, Banks, Torres, and Kate Walla. Off the edge, out to Torres, around the arc, over to Markham. Plenty of time to work with for Torres. This is the hardest thing. You've been playing great offense. Now you got to use some clock, if you will, as Hannah Wilson's jumper won't go. Rebound inside the lane. Miriam Wilcher's got it for the St. Edwards Hilltoppers. St. Mary's in the second half. They are 7 for 16. Open this fourth quarter just 1 of 4 shooting. Lights out in that first half, above 50%. Leaping a lob underneath. Nice entry pass. It finds a wide open Wilcher, but you can't finish. Rebound to Hannah Wilson and St. Mary's. Lady Rattlers going to work in the white jerseys as a 3 won't work for Kate Walla. You can tell St. Mary's is kind of fallen out of swing a little bit. They just haven't been able to get back to what has worked very well for them, at least throughout this game, as we get a reach-in foul, as coaches would say, forever from the hoop. With 6:21 left, and you can tell Coach Martins that look at him over there on the bench. That clock cannot tick fast enough in his mind. The fundamentals have kind of fallen off a little bit. You got to find a way to finish. St. Mary's again. They jumped out 20 in a row following a 12-minute scoreless streak for St. Ed's. That pull-up from Hernandez, short rebound, and Hannah Wilson has another one. One of the leading rebounders, as we've talked about. That's 6 in the game today for her. But 7 each for Crystal Thomas and Audrey Wanji. Inside the lane, Hannah Wilson to work. The sophomore can't get it, that one. It's a little bit off as Isabel Hernandez pulls it back in. Hernandez has been very quiet offensively. The reigning player of the week in the Heartland. She's got 2 points on 1 of 9 shooting as Markham swipes the ball away. Soteria Banks off to the races. Behind her to Kate Walla on the left wing, looking for the shot, not available. Worked over to the right side. Meredith is wide open. Corner right for 3, and it's good. Meredith Markham onto the score sheet. Everybody available to play today now for St. Mary's has scored, and the lead back up to 20. It has been as large as 26. There were a couple of ties early on in the basketball game at 2 and 4, I believe, but since then, all St. Mary's. They went on a run that became 20 in a row, something like a 24-2 run. That three-pointer is up, and Lexi Cunningham sees the lid come off here towards the end. That's her 9th 3 of the season. 17-point game. Halfway through the fourth quarter as Markham lobs it out over to Torres, and Torres will walk it back out, and this is, as all coaches call it, this is the the stall offense as much as can be done with it. Shot clock at 12. Around to Kate Walla. Kate puts the ball down, kicks it back out. Markham with 7 to shoot. Inside the lane, back to Walla. Walla dropped the ball, now looks to create. Down to the baseline, right side. Jumpers up, and it's good. Caitlin Walla's got 8 points. And by her standards, again, rather pedestrian. She's just 3 of 9 shooting. Hasn't really mattered, though. Done a lot of good things in that respect. Finds so many ways to get involved. The senior out of Georgetown, as that 3 is off, Hannah Wilson has another rebound. And you can tell a little bit of a longer stretch right here for this group. 2 players coming in for each side here at the next stoppage as Walla drops the basketball, but St. Ed's gives it back. As Soteria Banks, almost, as they say, right? Soteria between the legs looked like she was working one of the dribbling drills, and the ball goes out of bounds with 4:05 to play. Final media timeout. We'll stay here right now. Hey, fans, don't forget, shop your style with Nike shoes for running, training, basketball, and more. Shop Nike.com for the ultimate selection of shoes, clothing, and apparel. Free shipping for members, plus free 30-day returns. Nike, just do it. Well, the Lady Rattlers, while they're trying to get one here today, they will hit the road this weekend. They've got Lubbock Christian coming up. That's never an easy one. Not many folks have found ways to go out there and win. And then 3 in a row at home before the final 3 on the road. It's the second time through the lineup where, in Heartland Conference, you play everybody twice. The way it works. Things are obviously going to change next season with the loaded up Lone Star, but at least as it would be right now, St. Mary's in a good spot as they get a chance to take people on a second time. You're going to have those, if you will, the revenge games as they are put. International still hasn't won a game, but Lubbock, that first time around, and Coach talked about that, that was right after you had St. Edward's on Thursday, and then you come back home, play 1 game, and then you go on the road for 2 more against Newman and Oklahoma Christian. 2 games that really kind of got away, specifically the Newman game where by St. Mary's they were up double figures and looked to be in control of that game in the third quarter before an unfortunate collapse. Plus there were some injuries there, and this is about as healthy as things are going to be for Jason Martin's group. I kept telling him, just, hey, keep your head up. It's going to be all right. You just got to make it to February. And we've kind of been talking with each other the last month saying, I don't know, Andrew. I worry just as much as you do. Underneath try from Alex Box is no good. Rebound, Audrey Wanji, now 8 for the game. Audrey's played real well. 1 away from her career high 9 rebounds. Maya Culliver inside the lane. Back to Thomas and out wide. Soteria Banks with it. 3:39 to go. We're in the fourth quarter. St. Mary's in control of this one. Up 19 points. Culliver, 9 to shoot inside. High out the window from the mid-post. Left, couldn't get it to go, but that ball is right there through the fingers of Abigail White. Shot clock will reset, and it's a new possession to work with for St. Mary's. And, I think the one thing for St. Mary's, they had such a hot start from the perimeter to open the season. Done a really good job putting it back together. Despite not having the makes, they'd only made 21 threes in 6 games in conference coming in as Culliver rims one up and out. Rebound away to St. Ed's. But, if you find ways to win this game without threes, life becomes a lot easier. Abigail White fighting hard inside is fouled. She'll head to the line for 2 shots. St. Ed's, they're going to have to turn back around and play Saturday. They'll get International at home, who we've talked about hasn't won. But for them, I know it's just trying to find a little bit more confidence before time runs out as officials discussing perhaps something of the call. But free throws still await. And I beg your pardon, it's Alex Box, who is the player fouled, shooting 2 right now. Box just 1 of 3 at the line this season. Not a ton of minutes she's gotten. First free throw toss is up, no good. Box played in 4 minutes last weekend against Newman. Has only scored in the Arlington Baptist game. Trying to get some points right here. She had 5 in that Arlington game. Free throw toss is up, no good. Missed them both. Rebound away to Crystal Thomas. The one thing you love, and Coach Martins loves to have this with his group, is that competitiveness on rebounds. I mean, rebounds are +7 to St. Mary's, but you got 3 players with at least 7. Wanji inside the lane, feeling her way out, and 3 seconds is the call. I thought Wanji was going to get called for an offensive foul or traveling. There were not a lot of things that pointed as a plus, but it's one of those deals, too, that you say, okay, it is what it is. Wanji a little bit frustrated. She'll go out, trade places with Arijah Porter. Arijah has, again, looked good for the second straight game. She's got 9 points. Crystal Thomas actually now leading the way with 10 as St. Ed's turns the ball over, and then a foul on St. Ed's trying to slow down the fast break. Arijah was out to the races, and they didn't let her get too far. But again, you can see that explosiveness for the third-year senior in her 97th career game today. Arijah in a weird spot. She said she seems to be okay coming off the bench. It's weird to watch her do that, but she's handled it all right. 2.5 to play, 2:35 to be exact here in this fourth quarter. Arijah for three, left it short. Has that arc back to her shot. That one won't go, but a foul on the rebound. And that foul is called on St. Ed's, I think. They're going to get Abigail White as Coach J.J. Reel. Night and day from her experience on Saturday. Picked up her 100th win as a head coach against Newman, and quite honestly, the Toppers flattened the Jets. Beat them good, 84-56. Lost to Lubbock Christian, but they gave Lubbock more than they wanted, I think, in their trip as well. Crystal Thomas on an inbounds, wide open, scores. Thomas has got 12 and 9. Last time I was here, Crystal was on the edge of a double-double. She's right there once more, 12 points today. Career high is 14 that she had in that Cameron game. She better invite us back with a milkshake or something for next time. She continues to climb as her senior season continues towards the end. As that long two is up and in, Gabriela Vasquez connects. She's got 7, second most on the team, but Vasquez in that first half did not score, so come on strong as Arijah Porter with it. $1:46 to play. Don't forget, join us post-game. We'll talk to Coach Jason Martins. A lot of pluses for his team, shooting 44%, balance all the way around as Culliver can't get it to go. Thomas hit the deck trying to grab the rebound. Up court, St. Ed's in transition. Christina Mason for 2. That shot is off as Sutton, look out. That shot is up and in. Nice job over there by Farron Sutton, the junior out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Looked like she had off balance come through the lane and still grab the basketball. And this is what you love to see from Coach Reel's teams. They never give up. The game has been in hand for quite some time, but they have stayed true and fought tough throughout this one. Again, I know numbers are numbers, and quite honestly, they're useful at times, but you don't lean on them. As Banks fires a 3 and connects. That's the 7th 3 of the game for St. Mary's. But I know as much as anybody, JJ knows she's never won here. She's going to slip to 0-6, and Coach Martins has never lost here. He's going to improve to 13-0. Jason trying to win his 26th game in 30 tries against the rival Hilltoppers in Battle of the Saints. 30 seconds left to do so. Culliver with it. Meredith Markham thought about the stutter, and Markham is called for the travel. If there's one number, again, that St. Mary's, one thing they have not done at their highest of potential, the 16 turnovers today. But and of those 16, I think 7 of them are traveling. Shot clock is off, 20 seconds left. Ball worked around out to Abigail White. Dropped off to the edge. Vasquez gave it up to Box. Back out to Vasquez, 8 seconds left. Looking for the drive. White inside the lane, extra bounce pass. Nice movement around. Left it a little short, though, on the try inside the lane. Extra opportunity. Won't happen. As this one concludes, St. Mary's wins it 57, make it 56-37. They improve to 14-5 on the year. They're now 4-3 in Heartland Conference play. St. Ed's drops to 10-11. They're now 2-3 in league play. Stick around. We'll grab Coach Martins and have some final thoughts with him next.
Welcome to Walk-On's Bistro and Bar, where every dish starts from scratch. Fresh ingredients bring our food to life. Mouth-watering cuisine, unique flavors. And we're always more than happy to share our Southern charm and culture. A love of life, family, food, friends, fun, and celebrations. Walk-Ons, it's game day with a taste of Louisiana.
Scams, corruption, cover-ups. KSAT's defenders don't just track down those at fault.
We do more. We hold them accountable.
Depend on the defenders to dig deeper, to ask the tough questions,
and to get the answers you deserve.
Was there ever a point where you started having concerns?
You are not a charitable organization.
Months of investigation.
We'll take it on.
Confronting the powerful.
We're there.
Facts matter, and San Antonio deserves the truth. Expect the defenders to hold them accountable. Before the storm rolls in, expect the KSAT Storm Chaser to be rolling out. With our new mobile weather station, expect live storm tracking from both our studio and the road.
Expect updates and warnings straight from the storm.
And on KSAT.com, expect our roof cam to be streaming live. Protect your family with a new level of local team coverage. Your weather authority, KSAT 12 and the Storm Chaser. Expect more.